What's going on YouTube? It is Monday and that means it's time for a beer review. Welcome back to the BeerdedMECH channel. I am Mech and today I have something that's requested by two people. That doesn't usually happen. This is requested by my lead guy at work, Derek, and my girlfriend's boyfriend, Danny. And it's the Voodoo Ranger. But you know what? There's something that I've learned about Voodoo Ranger that I did not know until just recently. Like after I bought this, I mean. This particular Voodoo Ranger is the Juicy Haze IPA. And I did not realize that they have different kinds of Voodoo Rangers. They have just plain old IPA, and then they have a couple others. And I'm like, oh, I thought it was just plain old Voodoo Ranger, and that was that. But apparently that's not the case. So today we have the Juicy Haze IPA because that's the one that I saw on the shelf, and I thought that was the one they were talking about. And well, I guess we're gonna have to seek out the rest and try them all. So let's get to the review over on BeerdedMECH.com. And on BeerdedMECH.com we have an 88 out of 100, which is very good. Nice to see good scores right off the bat. And the style is a New England IPA, ranked with 1,793 ratings. The ABV is 9.5%. The score, once again, 88, and that's the score itself is ranked out of 11,564 ratings, and it gets an average of a 3.91 out of 5. Pretty respectable. There's 170 reviews and 660 ratings, and this comes out of the New Belgium Brewing Company. This is the same brew that is made by I said that wrong. This is the same brewery who puts out the Fat Tire that I reviewed a few weeks back. I think it was about like a month ago or so. And we enjoyed that one, so this one should be good too, right? And that comes out of Colorado. It doesn't say what state. I mean, city. And the availability is year-round, which is always good. Here on the can, though, I'm trying to see what city it comes from. Just says New Belgium, Colorado. I don't see anything on here about what town they're in, but oh well. And as far as notes go, we have just a one-liner here. Packed with bright tropical aromas and brilliant citrusy flavors, this unfiltered IPA wraps up with a pleasantly smooth finish. Pretty basic. But basic's okay. We want it to be good. Don't want anything crazy going on that could potentially mess it up or make it over ambitious. But I've noticed lately, the IPAs I've been reviewing, they're all starting to taste the same. I only have had a couple recently that I thought were really unique, and that one of them being the Stone IPA. And as basic as a beer can get, that one was very different from most other IPAs I've reviewed. Yeah, we've gone through IPAs that are very lemony and citrusy. We've gone through lots of ones that tend to be a little bitter and tart, like the Sam Adams Grapefruit IPA, and we've gone all the way as far as double IPAs from the Sam Adams Double Rebel IPA, and even beyond into IPAs that are put out from my home state and here in New Hampshire. So, Voodoo Ranger, you are recommended by two people. I usually don't get recommendations, but here we go. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this song would come on. Just a little disclaimer here. I have Monster Cat on for music. The reason being is because I pay for the license, so I don't get hit with any copyright strikes on YouTube. And so I just chose just a chill playlist, and it decided to play this. It's random. So there you go. Some of your ears might be bleeding. I'm very sorry. This is a definitely more upbeat, kind of fruity song by Monster Cat. But in favor of not getting copyright strikes, let's look at this beer. It's very orange. You cannot see a damn thing through it. It's very cloudy. It's got about a 2-finger white frothy head. In terms of smell, there's not much, to be honest. I find that ever since I learned that you need to kind of swish your beer around to really smell it, I don't smell much of anything when I try to smell it without doing that. It's weird. But in the smell, what little we do get, it's like your typical hoppy and a citrus. That's about all I got for you. So, let's stop wasting time here and go ahead and take a swig. Cheers! Got a good tang to it, and it's definitely got some hoppy characters up front, but such as the name Juicy Haze, it does have that fruitiness right up front as well. It's kind of like, as it goes over your tongue, you get this nice, sweet, fruity flavor that really is very reminiscent of grapefruit, which I like grapefruit. You know, I'm not dogging the grapefruit IPA. I think it is very tasty because I do enjoy grapefruit myself, but that's what I'm getting up front. Lots of citrus, lots of bitter type citrusy notes, and as it goes over your tongue, you're getting a lot of that bitters, but it's like a sweet bitter. If that makes sense. So, investigate a little further with a larger sip. Of course, if you drink it a little deeper, you don't get really as much of the bitter, but I feel like throughout you get that sweet kind of a grapefruit taste. So I just said you don't get much bitter, but you don't get much bitter as in like hops. You get bitter as in like grapefruit. So they call it Juicy Haze. They might as well call it Grapefruit IPA. Because quite honestly, that's what I'm getting out of this beer, is Grapefruit IPA. So, Danny and my lead guy from work, Derek, at least for the Juicy Haze, I can't speak to the other Voodoo Rangers because I didn't know they had more than one. I mean, Derek did tell me today. He goes, "Well, did you pick up the one that was like a 7 ABV, or did you pick up the 6?" And I go, "I have no idea. It said Voodoo Ranger and I bought it." Okay. So I'll have to seek out the other ones and see how much of a difference there is. But this one in particular, the Juicy Haze IPA, is very grapefruity. But I like that. I like the grapefruit. It's one of my favorite kind of fruits. I don't eat it very often, but I do enjoy it in my beer. When it comes to bitters, I'm not huge on hops, because this beer, it's like you're getting bitters from grapefruit notes, not so much hops. To me, that's okay. So, that is the Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze IPA, guys. If you like bitter grapefruit tasting beer, I guess, I would recommend it. It's one of the better ones for sure. I think it was about 11 or 12 bucks at the grocery store for a 6-pack, and I guess you can get it cheaper elsewhere too. So, anyways, there you have it. That's the Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze IPA. Thank you for watching, and let me know down in the comment section below what you think of these kinds of beer. What do you think about IPAs in general, or fruity IPAs? To go even further into that rabbit hole. So anyways, guys, hit me up in all the socials right here: Twitter, Mixer, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. BeerdedMECH everywhere. And if you're into video games, make sure you check out my Mixer channel, mixer.com/BeerdedMECH. We do streaming there on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, at least by 5:30, playing some games. We're gonna be hopping into some Warcraft Classic tomorrow, so if you're into that, make sure you come and check it out. Follow up, hang out, have some fun, make friends. We can talk about beer and whatever else you want to talk about. So anyways, guys, thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care.